Akawata. This is what the Native Americans called Lake Pontchartrain. Lake Pontchartrain is not really a lake from a technical standpoint. It's an estuary which is connected to the sea. An estuary, this particular estuary is a brackish estuary, meaning it has saltwater intrusion. That salt water comes from the Gulf of Mexico. There's a couple of passageways, the Wrigley's, into Lake Borgne, into the Gulf of Mexico in the direction that I'm pointing. Now, the Native Americans referred to this as Akawata, meaning wide water, and it's because the lake itself is about 40 miles wide and 24 miles across. And this is the reason that the city of New Orleans gets put here. Now, this is, you might look around and it's like, this doesn't look like the city of New Orleans out here, to what most people think, along the river and where the French Quarter is located. That is about 5-6 miles away from this particular area. But because this back door connected to the Gulf to a Bayou St. John, which is in the direction that I'm pointing, kind of went into the back of the city, the Native Americans at the time that Iberville and Bienville came down are going to use that bayou to get into the area where the Mississippi River is. So there was sort of this back door to the riverfront area. Now, as far as this particular area where I'm located now, this is called West End. In fact, I'm at the lighthouse. This is the New Canal Lighthouse. Now, this structure is relatively new, replaced since Hurricane Katrina, which pretty much cut the legs out from under. This building was completely on the ground in Hurricane Katrina, but it is a structure that's part of the National Historic Registry, because this New Canal Lighthouse originally served as a lighthouse for this canal that connected, a canal that was dug that was connected to the back of the city this way. The lighthouse was first put up here on water in 1837. So we had this lighthouse now exists as kind of a museum area that you can go in and view and learn more about the lake. And look, if you're looking back in this direction, you see the seawall. Now, this seawall was put out here in the 1930s. They built this big seawall, and then they filled in the land behind it. They created about 2,000 acres for the city of New Orleans, more land. They basically dredged the bottom of the lake, put that out in this direction, and created many, many neighborhoods along the lakefront. The real coastline for the lake before this seawall was put here is nearly more than a quarter mile in this direction, where Robert E. Lee Boulevard is located today. This little, it kind of gives you a little history lesson for the seawall area. Also, the lake, rich in wildlife. The type of wild, the fish and the turtle, lots of shrimp come out of the lake. Of course, you have anything from the brown pelican to the bald eagle. All dolphins. Manatees have been spotted in the lake. Alligators have been spotted in the lake. It's actually fed by some freshwater streams on the north shore of the lake, and of course salt water coming in from this direction. This area that's undergoing some reconstruction is called the Point, a place that was originally kind of put out there as a fishing pier. They're actually building a new road out to that particular area. Here's another plaque that talks about the basin, the Lake Pontchartrain and the Pontchartrain Basin. You can see how it's connected out here from the lake through this passageway into Lake Borgne into the Gulf. And the city is actually placed right here along the river. And so it's a little strip of land where the city of New Orleans is put. Now, this is the Southern Yacht Club. Now, that's a modern building, but that's the fourth building for the Southern Yacht Club. The Southern Yacht Club is the second oldest yacht club in the United States. It started in 1849 in Pass Christian, Mississippi, and then later moved here. The people who started in Pass Christian were actually from New Orleans. Southern Yacht Club has produced 4 Olympic medalists for the United States sailing team over the years, including a gold medal in 1932 and a silver medal in 2004 at the Athens Olympic Games. Now, this, get another shot here at the lighthouse. This was a lighthouse that guarded the entrance to a canal. Now, this is a canal that went all the way to the city, to the CBD area, and it provided passageways. These canals were constructed all over the United States, and all over, these type of canals were commerce all over Europe and the United States before the railroad. This originally built in the 1830s. The canal would be filled in eventually, except for this little part here. There's about a half-mile extension here in the lake end, in this West End area that's used for, you know, recreational boating today. You can see all of the sailboats on the other side, and again, the Southern Yacht Club. You also have the New Orleans Yacht Club, which is separate from the Southern Yacht Club, on this side as well. If you ever have a chance to come to New Orleans, a lot of people get stuck along the river in the French Quarter area, but come out here. It's a whole different feel out here on the lake. I'm Munson Chauvin for New Orleans Walks.